Hey, how we doing, everybody?
Hey guys, welcome back.
Joe here,
Kevin.
and we have another episode of Schitt's Creek here for you guys.
Yeah, been a great weekend. I had a better weekend than Joe because Joe went and saw The Flash and I didn't, so I got to skip that. How was it?
Not good.
See?
Not
And
good,
you're not the
guys.
first person I've heard say it, so I'm kind of glad that
Look, and
this is that.
I'm not a hater.
Sure.
I'm not a fun hater. I like fun. I like
Right, me
superhero
too.
stuff.
Right,
You know?
yeah.
I like it. I want to enjoy it. I saw it, and I can't quite put my finger on how to describe it, or I know why it's bad for sure.
Sure.
It looks like hot garbage.
Yeah. Yeah. No spoilers or anything because I haven't seen it either. But apparently, you're not the first person I've heard say that the CG is distractingly not good.
I think that's mostly what it is.
Sure.
As far as the story goes,
Fine.
I like the Flashpoint story.
Sure.
Cool story. But as far as CG goes, like, guys, I could do that in Photoshop.
That's not a good endorsement.
Not a good endorsement at all.
Well, but anyway, back to something quality-wise much better. Schitt's Creek.
Yes.
Loving the direction of the show.
Mhm.
The comedy has stayed where it's been since day one, I feel like, except it's become more of a warm, heartfelt show as the characters around them develop and grow.
Very much.
To the point that I wouldn't, I called it a sitcom. Like, this is one of my favorite sitcoms we're watching early on. I wouldn't call it necessarily a sitcom anymore.
No, we talked about that last episode.
Yeah.
Before. You're right. It doesn't have that traditional laugh track, kind of like Malcolm in the Middle.
Right, exactly.
But it is a sitcom. That's what it is, but at the same time, it is elevated. It's definitely
for sure.
more.
There's definitely a lot more. Yes,
Yeah.
one, more prestigious for sure, and two, there's a lot more nuance to it than the
Yeah.
traditional. Like, here's a setup, here's a punchline, here's the laugh, here's the setup, here's the punchline, here's the laugh, and we've actually got like real warmth and depth to characters here.
And it's not like Friends where there's like a wacky hijink situation every season.
Right,
every episode.
right. What's the setup for this?
Nobody's
episode?
got a pet monkey. You know what I mean?
I mean, they have some that kind of follow that. Johnny with trying to be the milk salesman for an episode.
Yeah, they're more
was right. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It has like the more like this episode's going to be a wacky blah. They have a couple of them.
Yeah.
But this episode maybe Alexis is pregnant. But for the most part they do avoid the sitcom stuff.
And the way they do it is so unique. It's not like anything I've seen before.
No, absolutely not.
So it's a good time.
I mean, it does follow a traditional sitcom 3-act structure with like three separate storylines kind of running through, of course. But other than that, I think calling it a sitcom does it some injustice for sure.
Truly, it's its own thing, and it deserves all the Emmys and all the praise.
Yeah. Do you want to welcome some new Patreon subscribers from the weekend, guys? So, Alan Leonardi, Jay Schneed, 2 Under Far, and Michael Reeder. Thanks so much, guys, and welcome. We sincerely appreciate you being here.
Yes, you guys are the best. Thank you for being here. And if you're watching us on YouTube for the first time, welcome to our channel.
Hello.
If you don't mind hitting that like button for us, leave us a comment down in the comment section. And please hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with all of our new content we have coming your way.
Absolutely. If you'd like to see the full-length reaction to all episodes of Schitt's Creek and everything else we have watched or are watching, including the entire run of both Fleabag and Ted Lasso now, please check out the link in the description below to our Patreon page. You'll need to bring your own copies to sync on your own device and watch along with us. We are watching Schitt's Creek on Hulu.
Stumbled upon Ted in the cafe.
So many wrong things.
Right.
One after the other, consecutively in a row. Might want to pay a little more attention to your daughter's life, if only to alleviate the weight of me having to deal with it.
Oh, and not working.
Yeah.
Really?
I've
That's a fun
decided
bit.
it's time I become a team player.
Well, that's good.
I mean, this should be an area for guests to come and mix and mingle.
Well, I don't think I like the thought of guests mingling in my office. Where did this come from?
I brought it over this morning. Josh wanted a little extra space for the new baby, and I thought, why not help out a buddy in the process? Now the big question is where to put the TV.
What TV?
Well, Johnny, you can't expect guests to sit around with their beer staring at you.
For all we know, they could be poison. And we're moving the lip balms, bestsellers, all the way to the corner
Yeah, I'm
here.
sure it was.
Well, I don't think that the mints are poison.
I just wish that I had been consulted before they were moved.
David, you move things without consulting me all the time, like the brooms.
Okay, well, they were fugly brooms. A situation that's bothering me. So why don't we just put everything back exactly as it was?
Well, Alexis came by this morning and was really adamant that we go out tonight. Apparently, I've been taking too much time for myself.
But our Alexis is unfortunately suffering a bit of a dry spell.
So
Yeah.
I just wanted to clarify those.
Gossip is the devil's telephone. Let's up.
That's the joke.
Oh, well, I'm just showing a couple of our guests the setup. Turns out Carmine here is a big Albert Finney fan.
I specifically said no TV.
Johnny, I thought you were joking.
Why would you think I was joking?
I don't know.
Then obviously you'll have no problem if I get the toilet brushes out here too.
He looks like he's gonna throw up.
Something wrong, David?
Of advice from someone who's been around.
Pretty sure we didn't ask you, but sure. Trace a single finger down his back. And if he follows you into a dark corner of the bar, it's meant to be. Times in life and in love, risks must be taken. One never knows what may happen.
Playing video games. That's hilarious. Yeah, he definitely got kicked out.
Oh, for sure. He is not allowed at home.
What are you still doing here?
Well, I'm just kicking back a little bit. It was a busy day.
Roland, you have a pregnant wife at home.
He is very hands-on, very concerned, and he is just always there.
Yep.
That might be better for me if we could just kind of extend his workday, you know, to allow for some more alone time for me. Alone
so
time,
funny.
Johnny. I just need some alone time.
Yeah.
Totally worked. I ran my finger down the backs of 3 different guys, and one of them turned around. It's a total numbers game. That guy over there has been staring at
They
you.
both are. They're both.
Right. They're both beautiful, for sure. Yeah, it is. It's the most beautiful country town on earth.
Yeah. Oh.
You know, I have to say, we hadn't put these babies.
That I just
Explains a
know
lot,
what
actually.
looks correct.
He's got great style,
And
though.
this
He does.
situation
But so does
is
Moira.
not
Right.
correct.
Men's neither.
Yeah, no, that's what I heard.
Out all day.
Keep your shoes on, people.
I wanted to wait for you, but I got bored in the car.
She's got to drive her mom home.
Bored,
It's so funny.
And I found a lovely little speakeasy. There's no one in there for me.
Oh,
Yeah. She's grown up so much.
she really has.
But if it's meant to be, they'll come around.
That's a good idea.
It's been a while since we've seen Catherine O'Hara play up drunk Moira, but she is so good.
I mean, we really hit this home, but like, this episode was funny, but at the same time, it was more sweet.
Yeah,
and
of course.
Profound. The show is oddly profound at times, you know.
Oh,
like
absolutely. It's getting more and more so as it goes along.
Yeah, and it's kind of, I don't want to say it's strange, but like at the same time, it resonates very well.
Well, this was a really, I mean, this hit its like stride as far as popularity during the pandemic, right?
I believe so.
So I feel like a really good comfort show, you know? Kind of like Ted Lasso, the first season was during the pandemic for people.
People wanted to see something that's going to resonate with
Right,
them.
yeah, something that's positive, something that says the world isn't a terrible place while we're all locked down and miserable.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, imagine binging like True Detective or like a really dark show during
Well-
the pandemic, you know?
well,
Which I'm sure a lot of people did, you know? But like this, I like that we have the counterbalance to that. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
this was a show that was really big during then because it would kind of let people know, like,
it's not all doom and gloom.
things like Community are worth it, you know? Like,
Exactly.
other people are
Fun
worth
shows,
it. Right,
fun,
yeah.
fun. But it's not all fun all the time, though. I mean, the thing with the show is that it does just make you feel good, and the characters actually have something to say that's important and worth
Right.
saying about you, about your
Right.
lives, and about what it means to be happy, I guess, and to be
Sure.
content. Like you said, Alexis has grown quite a bit, man.
Yeah,
like,
she
she
was
doesn't really
huge.
need anybody to be happy because she's always going off on these crazy
Right.
adventures with boyfriends and also looking out for herself. Now she's kind of having that really introspective moment of like, you know, I don't need to go hook up with this guy at the bar.
Sure.
I just want to go home.
Right. In the first season, you know, when she found out that Mutt was dating Twyla, she kind of spiraled.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Little
And you know, Ted was kind of like a backup plan that she didn't really respect or care for because of it.
Well, she's also kind of handling the situation differently. When
Sure.
she was after Mutt, didn't really sabotage his relationship, but at the same time didn't respect it.
Right.
You know, with
Mhm.
the Ted thing, she's kind of going the opposite direction.
For sure.
Wait and see versus like I'm gonna get gussied up and
Right.
and try to seduce him. I'm just gonna let it go.
Yeah.
Let him be happy. If it's gonna work out, it's gonna work out.
Yeah. I mean, she did call when we don't know what that conversation was going to be.
I think it was just I want to talk to you.
Sure, of course. I
Yeah.
miss you is
Yeah.
what that was basically going to be, but not necessarily I'm calling to flirt or, you know,
No.
try to
No.
make something happen. Yeah, you're probably right. I just miss talking to you. Because since she's quit, they're not really hanging out anymore.
I know.
But yeah, it's a really nice move. Man, Roland is a lot, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. I like him though.
Oh no, he's a lot of fun. He's a lot of the comic relief of the show right now.
Well, we talked about the whole sitcom thing, and he definitely feels the most like the sitcom
He
aspect of
is
the
the
show.
sitcom character
You know,
for sure on the
like
show.
Roland's working at the motel.
Right.
He brought a TV into work. Like
Right.
that's fun. Like I
Mhm.
like that we have those conventions in the show too.
Sure.
Because it does break it up. It's not all like it's not a realistic show.
Oh yeah, it's totally different than everything else going on
Yes,
for sure.
yes. And it's fun.
It
I
is.
like that every time they come back to the motel, it starts with a beer fridge. Then they're watching Aaron Brockovich, and then it's just after hours, and he's playing a video game on the couch.
And she's bringing him dinner. Yeah,
like that. That's fun. You know.
Yeah.
And I do like that the show's so brief that you get like I think we got 3 or 4 Johnny scenes, and the rest of the show was
Moira and Alexis mostly.
Yeah, and then like a sprinkling of David and,
right.
and Patrick. You know, which by the way, they're official now.
Yeah, they are official.
Maybe not Facebook
I'm glad
official,
about that.
but they're what's David's store's name?
Rose Apothecary official.
The Rose Apothecary official.
Yeah,
exactly.
And I'm glad. And man, it's so much fun because he balances his sarcasm. I don't know why it's different than Stevie's sarcasm, but it is. It just brings a different dynamic than Stevie's sarcasm does.
They get on well though.
They get on great, right? They're both sarcastic, fun characters who are very dry. But I don't know why Patrick feels warmer than Stevie does. Maybe that's it. Maybe he just feels warmer than Stevie.
He does feel warmer because Stevie's kind of cynical.
Sure,
Patrick can be, I guess, but at the same time, I just think he's just well humored.
I agree. Yeah,
You know?
that's probably the big difference there. Yeah. Man, and we've said it before, and I can't say it enough. The dynamic Patrick brings to the show is so welcome and so refreshing.
He
is such a great addition to the show.
I can't quite describe what he is, but he's that guy.
He's delightful. He's
awesome.
charming.
Yeah.
I look forward to every scene he's in. I look forward to every line he delivers.
I like his perspective on things too.
Completely right, because he's the most rational person on the show.
Yeah.
But he doesn't let the fact that when the roses are being irrational get to him. He just sarcastically plays it off.
Well, I liked how he was kind of gloating at the very end with the plunger. You know, I sold 2 of these bad boys today.
Right? Yeah,
know?
exactly.
And that wasn't the point. The whole point was getting David to admit
right. Yeah.
he can't compromise. You know.
Yeah.
Like, he could care less. They sell a plunger. He just wants to mess with David.
Yeah, of course. It's really really fun to see him there.
It is.
I'm very glad. I can see why he's a fan favorite because I'm really enjoying him on the show.
No, sure. Out of all the characters we've had, I mean, he showed up at the end of season 3, and he's kind of like moving up the ranks as like one of the best characters in the show.
Sure, yeah, and I love all the roses for different reasons.
Me too.
But he does bring a lot of heart to the show that I feel like it's helping balance it a little bit.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of who has the most heart in the show, and it could be Patrick. I do think.
Well, I think Alexis is getting there.
I was gonna say Alexis or David.
Right.
David's kind of bottled up, so yeah, it's probably Alexis.
It's probably Alexis.
Yeah.
And I think that she has grown more than anybody else
Her
of the main characters. Her arc, she's had the biggest arc of the 4 main characters. I feel like, and I feel like they're all growing as people for sure.
They are
from season 1, but I feel like that Alexis has grown the most.
It feels like from season 1 to season 3, it was kind of about everybody else's growing arc.
Right.
More so in season 1 and 2 for David.
Right.
And
David.
Johnny.
Yeah. David went through some stuff for sure.
They played the long game with Alexis, and in many ways they're still doing it.
Right.
But she has grown. And,
for sure.
And the payoff has been fantastic.
Oh, I think so. I really like the patience they showed with her.
It's great.
More so than they did more with her, and I think they're showing patience with Moira too. Because I think she's getting a little bit better as well.
She is, but she's still the same Moira.
Oh yeah, she's still right. She's more thoughtful, but she's still a complete diva, and I don't want her to lose that at all. She's so much fun as the diva, completely.
I know.
All right, guys, we'll catch you on the next one.
See ya.